We are in LANDSCAPING POOLE plant. This is a factory where we produce top paving blocks. We got two different processes here. One to make actually the blocks and another that we call secondary process. And what we do is really distress the blocks in order to make them look antique. This is the line where we distress our blocks, let's say. And the way how we do it is obviously is through this tumbler. And then the blocks spend a few seconds in here, and then they are kind of crashing against each other, and then that makes them look antique. Because of the nature of the process, it's very abrasive process, and then that requires a lot of maintenance. So our blocks come from an inclined conveyor and come on a free fall straight on the chute. In order to minimize the impact, we used to put in there something that we call wear strips, and those wear strips were welded in place. And in order to minimize the impact and the wear and tear of that section of the tumbler. But that, again, required a lot of work, a lot of maintenance. My guys needed to go in there on the weekly basis in order to make sure that was okay. And usually on the weekly basis needed to be strips were coming out, ripped apart because of the impacts of the blocks, and then they needed to be welded in place and repaired. When you were doing any hot work in there, it was classified as a confined space. So the idea was to replace all these wear strips that was welded in place for ones that were bolted in place. So when we need to go in there and change something, they just need to unbolt it, put the new one in situ, and bolt it in place, and that's it. It's a lot easier, no hot work, no hubs or anything like that for vibration tools, and then it's quicker as well. And then we put it back in September last year, and so far until now, which is a year later, the guy hasn't been in there replacing anything. So all in all, again for us, in time, safety, and make it easier for the guys.